Breaking news now on Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
We begin tonight with breaking news in Waterbury. Thank you for joining us. I'm Carmen Chow. Multiple firefighters are on the scene of a large fire at an abandoned factory. Let's get right to the scene with Fox 61's Jake Garcia. Jake, what do we know so far?
Well, Carmen, we do know a little bit about this fire, but not much more than that. We got this into our newsroom just around 8 o'clock this evening, and it was in an abandoned factory located on River Street, over here near Mill Street. We're over on the corner of Mill Street right now, but it happened around 8 o'clock tonight. They are fighting actively. In the past 20 minutes since we've been here, we have seen them make significant progress in putting out flames. They are fighting one corner, though, pretty heavily, so that they can get that fire out and kind of contain it so it doesn't spread to other buildings. But police are asking people to avoid the areas of the 800 block of South Main Street, River Street, Washington Street, as well as Baldwin Street. So a lot of active scene here, and we'll try to learn more information and bring it to you as it becomes available. But for now, we're live in Waterbury. Jake Garcia, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Jake, keep us posted. Thank you. We have more breaking news from the nation's capital. A debt ceiling agreement has been reached between Democrats and Republicans. Right now, we don't know the exact details of the agreement in principle. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are now heading back to Washington, D.C. to vote on the agreement. The deal comes 5 days before the United States may have run out of money to pay its bills. Now, today was the perfect weather for towns and cities to have their parades, and the good news, the sunshine isn't going away tomorrow. Let's toss it over to Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank. Rach, good to have you on a Saturday night.
It's good to be here, especially when the weather is just smooth sailing. I don't mean to be dramatic, but I don't think we have ever had this nice of a Memorial Day weekend. There is no pick of the weekend. All 3 days looking beautiful, and there is storminess nearby in the southeast and the mid-Atlantic states. It is a rainy weekend in the Carolinas, and that extends all the way up to Virginia. But we have high pressure kind of on our side, fending this off, keeping this rain suppressed to the south. And for us, that means it remains dry and sunny. Heading through the evening tonight, we'll see overnight lows dropping back towards the 50-degree mark tomorrow. Another beautiful day, likely the warmest of the weekend. We're looking at mid-80s for the Hartford area, but mid to upper 70s down along the Connecticut shoreline with a bit of a sea breeze, winds out of the southwest. Mid-70s for Mystic, but near 80 in Killingly, 80 degrees for a high temperature in Colchester, and low 80s in Burlington. And Memorial Day remains warm and sunny, although we will shave a few degrees off the high temperature. We'll take a look at the forecast and when it gets really hot around here coming up in just a few minutes. Carmen?
Rachel, thank you. It's Memorial Day weekend and people are out and about at beaches and parks. Fox 61's Jake Garcia took a trip to a few of those places earlier today.
I've been ready for warm weather since the warm weather went away.
Whether you spend Memorial Day weekend on the beach or around the grill, people across the state are enjoying a little downtime.
You got to take time to enjoy these moments. It doesn't matter 5 minutes, 15 minutes.
To be able to come and do something like this is very rewarding at the end of the day.
And spending time with loved ones.
This is the second time at the beach today. We're staying over at the campground, and we just had some dinner, decided to come and go for a swim. They think I'm nuts for getting in the water.
All the kids get to play, which is nice. You know, you don't always have that opportunity, and you get a little bit more freedom because it's a little safer.
If you're going boating, make sure to wear a life jacket and plenty of sunscreen and pay attention while on the water and leave the alcohol on dry ground. Operating boats under the influence is one of the most common factors in deadly boat crashes. If you're venturing into the woods, make sure you wear repellent containing DEET to keep ticks and mosquitoes at bay. And if you start a campfire, make sure it's completely extinguished and properly secure leftovers and dispose of trash before calling it a night.
Camping, we're throwing a ball around, having a feast, having a great time.
At Hammonasset State Park, Jake Garcia, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Jake, thank you. And West Haven Veterans Council members and city officials dedicated Phase 15 of the Brick Veterans Walk of Honor. The Walk of Honor can be found at Bradley Point Park. The bricks, which cost $75, have charcoal lettering for personalized messages. Nearly 3,000 bricks have been installed to date.
I look forward to every year because it honors the men and women who pay the ultimate sacrifice and for freedom and the love of their country. So it's just a great time to come down here and pay respects to them that lost their lives.
The ceremony featured a flag raising, an invocation, and a wreath laying. The town of Wethersfield held its Memorial Day parade today. It began on State Street this morning. The parade was followed by a Memorial Day ceremony in the village cemetery. The town of North Haven held its Memorial Day parade as well. It kicked off at North Haven Middle School this morning. Governor Ned Lamont was in attendance. Signs of remembrance and respect are on display at the Connecticut State Veterans Cemetery this Memorial Day weekend. Today, about 13,000 American flags were placed in front of the headstones in the site in Middletown. A volunteer work made the job possible, with veteran groups, scout troops, youth groups, community organizations, and other neighbors all coming out to help.
Memorial Day is a time to remember. I lost 2 friends, one in Afghanistan, one in Iraq. So it's just our way of giving back and saying thank you.
For 12,635 that are interred right now here, it's been 35 minutes and it's complete. That's how many people here.
It's a couple of times I found myself like I'm watching a 7-year-old place a flag, and at the same time I'm like standing there trying to choke back the tears and stuff.
A Memorial Day ceremony will be held at the State Veterans Cemetery this Monday at 2 p.m. Donations are also being collected for wreaths across America, which will be placed in December. You can find more information about how to donate on the links page of our website, fox61.com. And there are plenty of parades, concerts, and other events happening this Memorial Day weekend. For a full list, download our free Fox 61 News app. New at 10, Newington police say several guns and money were stolen from a gun store. Police got a call around 7:40 this morning saying the suspect or suspects may still be inside the Hoffman Gun Center on Berlin Turnpike. When police entered the store, no one was inside. An investigation is underway. A man is dead after a one-car crash in East Haven. It happened on Foxon Road in the area of Circle Drive around 1:30 this morning. Police say the 20-year-old man from Madison crossed over the double yellow lines and hit a utility pole. The man died at the hospital. Police are asking any witnesses to give them a call. Now to an update from a story we brought you last night. A child who was hit by a car in Waterbury is in serious but stable condition. The 10-year-old boy was hit on Ridgewood Street around 7 last night. The driver is cooperating with police. An investigation into what led to the crash is ongoing.